I have a confession to make to you all. I am a big fan of football. But you're probably asking yourself, which football is he talking about? Is he talking about the American football, or is he talking about what the rest of the world considers to be football, or soccer? And I am not going to tell you that until the end of this episode, because this is Versus. And on this Versus, it's going to be very special because I'll be battling two of the greatest sports ever invented, soccer and football. And yeah, this is to celebrate Sports Month. I didn't feel like I did enough for that month. I thought I'd just go ahead and do one more at least, and maybe another one too if I feel like it. But I'm going to be basing this on three categories. One, the name. Two, the logic. And three, awesomeness. That's how this Versus is going to go down. So without further ado, let's get kicking. Or throwing for the other side. So the name. There is a surprising amount of controversy with this one. A lot of people think that football should not be called football because, you don't really use your foot all that much. Whereas in soccer, you are constantly kicking that ball around. And yeah, this one doesn't make any sense to me either. I think football should just be called soccer instead, and I think soccer should have got the name football. It just makes a lot more sense to me. And I guess it's just something because of America. America apparently likes the football term. I don't know. I mean, I don't even think it's that great for your sport to be called football, but apparently it's just the most popular name or something. But anyways, I do think the rest of the world is right about this. I think soccer deserves that name more, so a point goes to soccer. What the heck? No one's really keeping track of this. I can make the rules however I want. Number two, and that is how playable it is, how much it makes sense. Now, I will confess, there is some things about soccer that just don't really make sense. Like, I don't know, I mean, it takes so long for anyone to score a goal. Whereas in football, you have a little bit more of a chance. But football's system is really complicated. There are a lot of different, rules and regulations, where you can kick things, where you can throw things. There's penalties, there's flags going down on the fields, referees yelling. And I just don't understand it at all. It is so confusing to watch, whereas soccer is a lot more simple. You just kick the ball into the goal, and the goalie can't move too far away. So, you know what, I think soccer deserves this one too. I think it's a goal for soccer. And the third category, awesomeness. So, this one was a little harder for me to decide, because I do admit it is kind of awesome to see these giant football players just attack each other on the field. And they get into these giant dog piles, and no one knows where the ball is, everything's flying around, and just a lot of dirt and mud. It can be really entertaining to watch. On the other hand, soccer has headbutts. There will be people that have balls shot at them, and the goalie will just run forward. Instead of kicking it or just grabbing it as it seems like he should naturally do, he's just ugh! And he smacks it with his head. And there's just all levels of awesomeness in that for me. Just watching someone just hit a ball with their head without any feeling, just not caring at all. And I think that is just a beautiful moment. So it was a tough decision, but I'm going with soccer on this one too. So, okay, I tend to agree with the rest of the world on this. I think soccer is the better sport. I'm not going to lie. I think other countries happen to be right on this particular fact. You guys can be wrong about some things. I don't like how little ice, you need more ice in things. You need more ice in your drinks in other countries. I know it's for the environment, but I don't know. I think we could lose a polar bear or two. But anyways, yes, I do think that soccer is the superior sport. And I do think football does have its own levels of interest, like the commercials. The whole entire point of the Super Bowl is everyone just gathers together to watch the commercials, and that's pretty much it. And those aren't any good anymore anyways. I mean, they're getting bad. But Soccer's commercials are actually getting much better, so I guess soccer's beating football on that too. So yeah, I think soccer's the better sport. I don't even think there's really any question about it. So sorry, if you Americans were expecting me to take your side on this one just because I'm an American, I'm not going to do that. You guys lose this one. You need to come up with a better sport, one that actually has a name that makes sense. So see you all around, and remember, think big, think headbutt.